and it's week 7 of making a manga. We're going to ignore the time that I wasn't working on things and just continue off where we last left off. So last episode I was talking about how I want to come back, and I've actually been doing stuff, which is pretty cool considering I've been struggling for a while now. Wait, what date was a week ago? Let me figure that out. Give me a sec. So a week ago was the 23rd. I'm trying to use my sketchbook and stuff. Okay. So basically, wait, let me get some light. Ooh, fancy. So I was like trying to do a younger version sketch of character, because basically, reset, this one's based on one of the sketches I had earlier, which here. So this is going to be one of my main characters. They're not going to look like this in the actual series, because this artwork was partially trying out, different stylization to normal, which will affect how the design presents. And I did, some more. Got a little guy. Kind of gives me Beetlejuice vibes. I think because of the stripy coat. I've seen the Beetlejuice musical, but I haven't seen the movie. And I think the sequel's is out soon at the time of recording this. And I did more sketches, so this is like the protagonist. Wait, I'll zoom in so you guys can see my beautiful sketches in all their beautiful glory. So like the younger version of, I guess for the prologue, and then it does slightly change, but like how they look now. Hair was inspired by Mokuba from Yu-Gi-Oh! But then basically their hair doesn't change much, it's just that time skip wise they put it up to, I guess, differentiate. So because they're doing sort of fighting stuff, it makes sense for them to go for a more practical approach and have that as a ponytail. And then just doing these were inspired by some of the concept art from Kingdom Hearts, because Kingdom Hearts is basically a big part of this, which is why Riku's in the thumbnail, because he's my boy. Tried to do some more. So this character's trans, and I thought maybe to give them, so they're re-time skip, maybe they wear a skirt over the pants, because I was like, maybe they were trying to be told, to wear a skirt, dress more feminine, and they're like, get wrecked. But I don't think I'm gonna go with that. I think they're just gonna present kind of masculine the whole time. More of the main character, and fixing up, I guess, the design. But I also did try and do sort of a thing where I add more details and stuff to the hair, but didn't particularly like it. This is what their eyes look like, so it's got a sort of sun motif in the eye, whereas the other one's basically to contrast. So a big part of the story is gonna have that there's two factions, and I guess the darkness one and the light one. Then I guess this is a full body one. So their weapon is this broken sword, because basically the catalyst for all of this is they don't have names yet. That is something I need to finalize. I'm thinking of naming this one Luster, but I'm not sure. I fully like the name. And the other one did have a name in the original sketch, but basically the names are not confirmed. But okay, so they originally lived in the light area sort of place. Don't have names for the factions either, so sorry about that. Names are hard. So basically they live there, and okay, I'm gonna call this one Sun and the other one Moon, just so we have something to call them. So the Sun one, was from there, and the Moon guy, was sort of a mysteriously arrived, I guess maybe I'm thinking in a sort of is it Moses was the one in the Bible that was put down the river and stuff to avoid Moses being killed and stuff. So that sort of scenario. But then the group finds out that Moon's connection to, the dark faction and stuff, and they sacrifice him. And because this poor guy is the son of, I guess the leader, he's told to do it. And also because, they're besties and stuff, to try and prove that, you're one of us. And he does it and stuff. But so, his weapon is the broken sword of what he had to basically kill his bestie with. Yeah, I'm really traumatizing my main characters here. I got some sketches of just different expressions, so like being sad because it's like, oh snap. I have this one of like doing math, eating noodles. This guy cannot use chopsticks. That's something I've decided. I feel like I'm gonna give him knives and forks because I can't use chopsticks. More for the other one. This one is a bit harder to draw. And then we got, this is not irrelevant. This is just a sketch of Roxas. This was going to be something like with her like parallel, but I did this the wrong way. It should be flipped for it to work. This was drawing angel dust in the style, but I don't think it particularly looks like it. So I could possibly just use it as a character. I'd really get rid of the jacket. The jacket was to try and, because Angel Dust from Hasbro Hotel has a jacket and try and include the stripes. But yeah, I feel like it looks different enough that I could probably just adjust it a bit and stuff. This was just me. I was feeling uninspired, so I wanted to draw something completely different. And I saw this cool pose on Pinterest, and I was like, that feels like them. Because this one's like a bit more, of the funny, like comedic, chaotic one. So drinking his bubble tea whilst he's distracted. We got Hatsune Miku, and then yeah, this is kind of like the one earlier where I had him flipped. Kind of similar idea. Pre-time skip, and then I did these ones. So basically, it's supposed to show, I guess, what they look like before and after. So the middle ones are like current, and then these are like before when they were friends. So this one's changed the most physically, but mentally has stayed the most same, whereas this one looks pretty similar, but has changed the most internally. Which I feel like is an interesting sort of thing, because like this one's the one that like died, so they look kind of dead and stuff, but they're still fairly optimistic. Basically, they're like the shonen boy. We're following the edgy friend. We're following the Sasuke of the series, basically, as the protagonist. And I feel like when they finally do get to reunite and stuff, this guy's little shonen plucky friends will not like him very much, because he did kind of sacrifice his buddy. So that's from the sketchbook, and then we've got stuff on, this is called Freeform. It comes free on your iPad. So we have the reset. This is where like I was like, why isn't it responding? So we'll zoom out a bit, because I did quite a bit of things. So at first I was like, what do I want to keep? What do I want to change from it? Because this was still before I had a lot of these ideas. I'm compiled a big list of just franchises I'm into. Well, not just franchise, like just pieces of media from all sorts of things. So we got video games, we've got, webtoons, films, books, manga. If anyone has seen or even familiar with all of these, I will be very surprised. You will be my bestie. Some of them I are more influential than others. But just trying to get an idea of what are things I like, what are things that, influential and stuff. So, you've got stuff like Genshin, got Yu-Gi-Oh! And then some more unexpected ones that I guess are a bit more weird, like Pitch Perfect is my go-to. Just, I want to put something on, Pitch Perfect is the movie I go for. I've got some novels that are less known, like, for example, Monster Blood Tattoo, which is this one, has some really cool world building. I have the physical book, actually. See how I've got a bookmark in there? That whole chunk, just let me know. Yeah, that whole chunk after the bookmark, like, this part's the story, this part's just, like, extra world building stuff, which is cool. I just feel like it has a world very different to things that I've seen in fiction. Some other novels around here, games, we got things like Arcane, we got, all sorts of stuff. Lots of, different demographics. I realized that I just like a lot of stuff that doesn't seem particularly related to each other. And then we also have some inspiration of different artists that I like. So we've got ABD Illustrates, which they have really nice art. I recommend looking them up on YouTube. We've got It's a Showtime, which does like fan art from Yu-Gi-Oh! I've got Kazuki Takahashi, which is the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh! KP Knox is a Japanese artist. I don't know much about them because they post in like Japanese. We got Ray, I think is how you say. They do like Genshin fan art that's really pretty. We got Fresh Boba Tay, does nice merch. Hero 4 Key. I'm realizing I have no idea how to say these names. Also does things like fan art. Tetsuya Nomura is Kingdom Hearts. Takashi Obata is Death Note. I think it's Roy Koma. See, half of these I've never tried to say. Komatsuzaki is like Danganronpa. A Dalro is I think it's both the artist and the author fall under the same name, but I like the two about Hanako-kun. Pusuka Demizu from I'm sorry if I'm butchering these names. From Neverland. I like Kohei Horikoshi from My Hero Academia. That was basically the foundation I had for getting into anime art, was drawing fan art of My Hero Academia. I haven't drawn My Hero Academia fan art in a long time because I'm scared that my art style still looks too similar to it. And I'm like, I'm not ready to see if my characters will still just look like Deku, and if I would draw Deku just the way that he is. Yeah, we've got Fofua. I actually have the art book for Promised Neverland, and I think the first Twilight Bound Hanako-kun art book. I would like to get more art books because art books are cool. These are also some characters I like. One fun feature about this is that you can easily erase backgrounds, which is insane to me because things like Canva, it's a premium feature. The fact that this like random free program has it for free is great, and like it actually works. Like all like they erase backgrounds effectively. Not like something like PowerPoint, which has the feature, but is really bad at figuring out where your backgrounds are. But yeah, there's a heap of characters from all sorts of different media again. I noticed I tend to like male characters more so than female characters. I don't know if it's just I'm reading and watching things that just aren't great at writing women, or if I just like character traits that tend to be... I'm not sure exactly why I have that gender bias, but it's definitely something I've noticed where I tend to like male characters more than female characters. Yeah, all sorts of things. So we got things from like Disney princesses. You got video game characters. We've got Iago from Othello, which is probably the most random one here, because it's like half of these are anime characters, and then I just have someone from Shakespeare. We've got some things over here for inspiration of the weapons. So yeah, a lot of this was just going back and finding inspirations and stuff. This was a thing. Why isn't it zooming? I did this on I think it's called Paper. It makes like these books, but yeah, basically I had the idea and like drew a very, very rough sketch. Things to do with story structure. I do need to work out my structure a bit better, because I have like the concepts and stuff, and then I did got some information about concepts and premise. I feel like I've moved. This is fairly different from what I was initially doing. So my initial thing being like the vampire magical boys. So basically all the cast have been replaced because I just felt like I didn't particularly care about them, whereas I already care way more about these characters. These two that I have. So to include like sort of the vampire things, I've used like blood magic, which is hemomancy. So I basically, the light side uses a power system similar to your blood hunters in D&D. So I'm not sure how I can say this without YouTube. Basically, they use their own blood, whereas the dark side, I say this is, it's not like set in stone morality wise in the same way as something like light side and dark side are not like your Star Wars, where these are actually just the baddies and goodies. They both kind of suck. It's more just that one cares about light and dark sort of thing, but then like the other side kind of works to keep in with the vampires and stuff. They use other people's blood to power them up. I don't know if that makes sense. It should make sense when I work it out a bit more. And then we also have things, because basically this is more exploring how like, no, don't move that. Unmove. Oh, okay. Yeah, I undid it. But basically how a lot of duos, especially in shonen, tend to be pretty gay. Okay, stop it. Okay, we'll just move over a little bit. So yeah, like, they'll usually have a girl that you're supposed to ship them with, but just the girl usually doesn't have a lot going on because a lot of shonen writers really aren't great at writing women, which probably doesn't help that the fact that half of them haven't written women before writing their series. You've got like all Shonen Jump editors are male because women can't understand men or boys and something. And like, it makes sense that they have a more male focus, but yeah. Just a lot of these dynamics and stuff, it's like, you half the time they're not, like, not all of them that I've listed here I would necessarily ship and stuff. For example, I don't really ship Bakugo and Deku. They definitely have a strong connection there and stuff, but I wouldn't necessarily treat it as, like, romantic. You and, Mika from Seraph of the End is definitely a lot more fruity. I feel like Yuno and Asta falls more into that brotherly. Can't comment much. I have read Naruto, but it's been a while, so I can't really say much about how I feel about the Naruto and Sasuke thing, but I know that a lot of people do ship it, and I'm pretty sure, like, their first interaction is kissing each other. Riku and Sora are very gay. There's, like, a 6-hour-long video explaining it on YouTube that I have watched. I recommend finding it. Light and L also can be a bit... Death Note's, my perspective on Death Note's just changed a lot. Like, the first time I watched it, it's because it's treated seriously, but I feel like I've seen so many memes to the point that I can't take it seriously now. Kaiba and Yugi have an interesting dynamic. I'm not sure how I feel like, because Yu-Gi-Oh! Has a lot of characters that have parallels and stuff, more so than other series. Like, some people ship Yugi with Yugi, which there are 2 Yugis, so I feel like I need to clarify that for those that haven't seen Yu-Gi-Oh! But like, yeah, basically we're gonna embrace the fruitiness of these dynamics. And then just I did a bit of research on, like, just what good and evil are, like, if I'm gonna have these factions. I also did Google, like, what's the opposite of blood magic, because I was like, oh, well, if I'm gonna have one side have blood magic, I hadn't decided that the other side would do the same thing, because it's like, maybe they can just have whatever the opposite of blood is, but it's not like it has a clear opposite. But yeah, basically, this was, like, brainstorming reset. We got some uniforms and stuff, because I guess both are sort of gonna be, like, part of the military faction. Basically, the main character's goal, like, because he thinks his friend's dead, because he did sacrifice him. So his goal is to basically destroy the faction that, you know, made him sacrifice his friend. So he's joined the dark side, because the light side made him kill his buddy. And he didn't like that very much. We got some more things about, like, where I was doing stuff, like, questionnaires with a friend. I need to flesh it out a bit more. And then also figuring out the story name, because I feel like that the story name I had doesn't fit anymore. But I have been rambling a fair bit. So, I also did manage to do some scripting. Ta-da! Not very much, but it is a start. And also, because of things like having the page spreads, it doesn't take much to get your first few pages. I am planning to have it a 20-page chapter, even though, like, a lot of series that have, your typical 20 pages will have, like, Shonen Jump typically has 70 pages for your, like, basically a one-shot for the first chapter. I'm not doing that, because that's too much effort. And also, I'm still hoping that maybe we can still get it released on Halloween, which was the initial plan. I mean, I'm not going to be upset if it doesn't happen, just given the fact that, I took a while off. But we're back in business, people. So my goal for, I guess this week is to write that script and just refine some things. I probably need to have, like, my story plan. So, like what I had before, where, going through the Dan Harmon story circle, like, I've got the strokes of, I guess, the friendship and stuff, but there's a lot of in the middle things that I need to flesh out. But I have rambled way too much. I guess the fact that I have rambled so much does show that my passion's back. We're getting back into it, and I am excited about these whole dynamics of, you know, like the irony of the like the sides that they're on, given that, you know, one that was, you know, born from this group is on the other side. And yeah, I'm excited. And I hope that you guys are too. Thanks for watching this far, and hopefully I won't go missing in action again. That'd be good.